Hello YouTube, this is Noah, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the EVGA Supernova 750B1 power supply. It's got an 80 plus bronze rating, so it's sufficient enough to run all of your computer components, assuming that you don't have anything that would require over 750 watts. So as the name states, it is 750 watt power supply, and it is more than enough to supply everything in my computer. I have a 6700K, a GTX 960, and a Z170 series Asus motherboard, and then everything else inside is probably less than 100 watts, so I still have about 250 watts to run something. I could probably even run another graphics card, but I won't be planning on doing any SLI work. If you don't know what a power supply is, if you've been living under a rock, it is what you put in your computer, and it supplies clean power to all of your components inside. That includes motherboard, GPU, CPU, all the peripherals, stuff like that. And it's good to have a good power supply, one that's not cheap, because you want to have clean power being supplied at all times to the components inside your computer. And if clean power isn't being supplied to all the components, then you could have some damage done to your components inside your computer. So always make sure to get a decent power supply. You don't have to spend a crazy amount of money on one, but don't cheap out on it. That's what a lot of companies cheap out on their computers when they make all-in-one desktops. Anyways, opening up the box, you see an instruction manual that's very helpful. It tells you everything that's inside the box. It tells you how to set it up, stuff like that. But on the power supply itself, it's semi-modular, meaning that cables are already connected to it, but other cables can be disconnected if you don't need them. On the back, it's got a switch. This one does not have eco mode featured on it, where the fan doesn't spin if it's not supplying sufficient power to the devices. But I don't really care about that. It's still a very quality power supply. You don't really need eco mode unless you really paying attention to your power bill. Alright, so right here you can see it's made of very quality materials. It's very heavy actually. It's made of some kind of steel, I believe, but it definitely does not feel cheap. Every one of the cables is wrapped in those EVGA branded Velcro straps. That's really nice. But the cables connected to the PSU, you have one 4+4 CPU cable. You have one 6+2 VGA cable. That'd be for your graphics card. And you have one 24-pin motherboard cable. Now about that, it does not have. It's not 20 +4. So if your motherboard is 20 pin, then it will not work. You'll have to find a different power supply. So just keep that in mind. Then you have, I think, two SATA cables, and each SATA cable comes with 3 connections. So with the 2 SATA cables you're supplied with, you can plug in up to 6 you can power up to 6 hard drives, I should say. You'll still need SATA cables to connect to your motherboard for your hard drives to be read. Now it comes with 3 peripheral cables, and each peripheral cable has 2 Molex connectors on it and one 4-pin connector on it. So you could power fans directly off the power supply if you wanted to not use the motherboard, or if your motherboard was out of space, but you would not be able to control a 4-pin fan if you're using the power supply connector. You can only control 4-pin fans if it's connected directly to your motherboard. So connecting a fan to your power supply will just keep it on 24/7, or as long as the power supply is on, and it will not be able to control it. It also comes with one extra CPU cable in case you have another CPU inside. I don't know. And it also comes with 2 VGA cables. Of course, they're 6+2, so you could power a 980 Ti, which has an 8-pin and a 6-pin. So that's what you could use the extras for, or just extra power in general. It also comes with a jumper to test your power supply. Basically, you put it on your motherboard, your 24-pin, and then you plug it into the wall and turn it on. And if it powers up, then it's working fine. And it also comes with some mounting screws. But that's about it inside the box. It's a very good power supply. It's in my computer right now, and it's working just fine. Highly recommend it. And EVGA is a very good company with good customer support as well. That's about it for the video. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. If you like the kind of videos that I make, please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, post them down in the comments section, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.